a minute. Why does CosMc's menu look like Starbucks's? Oh, look at that. Same egg breakfast sandwich, same cream puffs, and what do you know? Drinks that look eerily similar in color and presentation. What's going on here? Is this McDonald's new MACABRE plan to take down Starbucks? What even is CosMc's? Aside from sounding like something that dropped from the stars, you probably haven't heard of it until the past few weeks. There's a bucket load of secrets from McMysterious, and in this Foodspiracy, we're going to talk about one of them. Welcome back, folks, to Foodspiracy, the only channel that eats conspiracies for breakfast. Word on the cooking line is that there's a new restaurant in town. A new restaurant owned by McDonald's, but with only one of its golden arches. In italics, so no one notices they're related. Okay, that's not true. We know for sure they're related because although Foodspiracies fly like UFOs above an abandoned cornfield, one thing McDonald's has never hidden is the fact that they own CosMc's. It's theirs. Says so right there in the curve of the weird italics arch. The Starbucks clone menu is also far from being a coincidence, but how did we get from clowns and grimace to this? To figure that out, let's put our aliens conspiracy cream right here. In July 2023, McDonald's announced that they would be launching a new chain of restaurants named CosMc's, pronounced CosMc's and not Cosplay MC like I first thought, but with 2023 being, well, 2023... It seems like everyone just sort of forgot McDonald's was doing that. And then the first store opened in Chicago on December 7th, 2023, and people online lost their minds. Opening day alone saw long queues just to get to the drive-thru because, of course, it's a drive-thru, and every day since then, the restaurant just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. People are traveling miles just to get a taste of that sweet tropical spiceade. Ordering everything they can off the menu just to get a good taste of that cosmic berry hibiscus sourade. One person even traveled all the way from London just to get a taste of CosMc's.
I found out about this place, literally just booked my flight straight away. I got here like 2 days ago.
But why exactly are people going bananas over this new restaurant? Is it just because it's tied to the McDonald's name? Well, that's part of it. I mean, who doesn't love good old McHeartAttack McDonald's? And it's for exactly that reason that netizens are rushing to CosMc's like aliens landing on a new planet. You see, CosMc's is what's known as a sub-brand, a branch of a main brand that has a completely different identity and is used to enter into new markets or launch new concepts without taking focus from the main brand. Take Panda Express for example. Their parent company, the Panda Restaurant Group, not only sells Chinese food as Panda Express and Panda Inn, they serve Japanese food as Hibachi-san as well. Or you could just realize that Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is a sub-brand of Coca-Cola and we'll call it a day. Sub-brands are everywhere, and with CosMc's being new, fresh, and exciting, it comes without all the baggage of the not-so-savory parts of the original McD's reputation. You know, the dirty floors, disgusting food, and rude employees' baggage. CosMc's is a blank slate. They get to serve you their sugar-pumped shots with clean cups, clean floors, and polite, underpaid, and burned-out worker drones ready to hand you your order with a smile. Give it a few years and CosMc's will probably end up like how most McDonald's look now. Dirty with broken ice cream machines and suspicious-looking chicken McNuggets. McDonald's bad food in recent years, coupled with a sorry state of their franchises and high prices in times of great inflation means their revenue has been slowly and quietly taking a nosedive. To combat this, Ronald and pals have some big plans for 2024. They've been quietly tweaking the McDonald's menu, shooting for softer buns, meatier cheese, less suspicious meat. Most importantly, they've been bringing back old fan favorites like the snack wraps, aka the crispy chicken sandwiches that had me on a chokehold until they mysteriously vanished 7 years ago. Now they're coming back with a new recipe including 2 sauces, a creamy fajita sauce and tomato salsa, wrapped in a toasted tortilla wrap packed with extra onions, more cheese, shredded lettuce, and chicken, grilled or crispy depending on your choice. You could also brace yourself for the cozy McDonald's strawberry and cream pie making a comeback, and the company even decided to go a step further by bringing back the iconic Big Mac by making it super juicier and extra large as the double Big Mac. You don't even have to ask for extra sauce because there's going to be a lot of it beneath those soft buns. However, this is only a small part of McDonald's quest to world domination and their minor role in the AI uprising. To get the full picture, we need to look at the CosMc's menu again. CosMc's has a very interesting menu, and by that we mean it looks more like a Starbucks menu than a McDonald's menu. No big burgers and large fries and life-changing spicy Sprite, just iced teas, lemonades, slushies, a few coffee options, and these super bright drinks they call their signature galactic boosts. Get it? Cosmo? Cosmic? Galaxies? Galactic boosts? McDee's was really leaning into the space theme with this one. Take a look at their $3.75 400-calorie bacon McMuffin with egg. It looks eerily similar to Starbucks' $4.99 480-calorie sausage, cheddar, and egg sandwich. What about the $5.89 350-calorie berry hibiscus sourade? We see you, Starbucks, and your $7.90 80-calorie shaken hibiscus with pomegranate pearls. To give McDonald's credit, most of the menu items are far different from what Starbucks has to offer, and unlike Starbucks, they offer less coffee and more supercharged specialized drinks and brews like the $4.99 259-calorie turmeric spiced latte, the $5.79 500-calorie churro frappe, and $5.39 290-calorie popping pear slushy. I don't see any other places selling those, and if you think those unique drinks sound delicious, that's because they are. Plus, with McDonald's looking to create personalized experiences for customers, the company doesn't only expect you to chug down your CosMc's drinks, they expect you to mix like a crazy person. Essentially, they want you to try out various drink combinations, add as much boba as you can pass through a straw, and play around with as many flavor packets as you like. The goal is to break into the mixed drinks and boba craze going on now. We're looking at you, Water Talk. The Galactic Boosts are almost exclusively boba drinks because McDonald's is trying to get in on that sticky boba money. With McDonald's breaking into the market, it sounds like a lot of boba places will be going bankrupt soon. Leave one like to mourn for the loss of those sweet boba shops. This recent shift in practices comes because most traditional coffee places, including Starbucks, rely on fixed drink orders with little to no leeway for customers to go overboard. To McDonald's, that rigidity is a thing of the past. They figured if they want to break into the beverage market, they had to be #not like other coffee shops. To be clear, McDonald's doesn't even need CosMc's to be another Starbucks because they already have a Starbucks of their own, McCafe. Still, CosMc's and McCafe are chasing after two wildly different markets. While McCafe caters to your need for a cup of coffee and breakfast while you're rushing for your oppressive 9-to-5 job, just as McDonald's fixes the problem of having to get the kids dinner because there's really no time to cook after an entire day of work. The aim of CosMc's is to get you hopped up on as much sugar as possible during your lunch break so you can go back to being a happy little worker. So, it's like Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks had a baby and gave him a tiny little tinfoil hat. And although I spoke on the Starbucks side of the family, don't even get me started on Dunkin' Donuts. Seriously, America runs on Dunkin'? Yeah, right. America can't do much running with how fat they're getting eating Dunkin'. It's so bad that if we even tried to cover it in this video, we'd be here for much longer than an hour. So, why is McDonald's going through all the trouble of mass expansion, menu revamping, and sub-brand creation? Well, that's because of an old, not-so-well-kept secret of McDonald's. A secret that they won't tell you and hope you forget once you find out. Because the truth is, McDonald's isn't really a chain of restaurants. It's a real estate agency, and it's about using AI to get much bigger. Back when the McDonald's brothers first opened up their store in the 1930s, they didn't really start expanding to other states until a man named Ray Kroc joined the mix. It was through his money that their store expanded from California all across the United States. Fine, McDonald's now had the notoriety and the capital, but they were still lacking one thing. The kind of massive revenue that actually makes a restaurant a massive fast food chain. That's when Harry Sonneborn comes in. The investor introduced Kroc to an ingenious idea to make money in the restaurant business. real estate. The way the system works is that those looking to open a McDonald's franchise have to do so in a building the company chooses, on land of the company's own. So by the time the contract is signed and before the ink even dries on the paper, McDonald's collects a $45,000 franchise fee, a percentage of the sales made in the restaurant, and rent. McDonald's real estate tactic is genius, as the company gets to pick out strategic high-traffic areas to locate their stores so that whenever you're out in a popular area, you'll be sure to find a McDonald's. It also means restaurants are well spaced out to avoid oversaturation of the market. And as a bonus, McDonald's taking up space in high-traffic locations means their competitors can't have that space, and honestly, that's a win-win. McDonald's generates more revenue from their real estate business than from selling food. If that doesn't tell you all you need to know about their money-making scheme, we don't know what will. So now that McDonald's has their little restaurants planted all over the planet, where does AI come into it? Since partnering with Google in December 2023, McDonald's has been eager to test how they can incorporate artificial intelligence into their sales. And what better place to start than their new cash cow, or cash alien, CosMc's. 10 new CosMc's locations are set to open in Texas by the end of 2024, and as part of their master plan, McDonald's has been experimenting with AI to see how they can improve customer experience and boost efficiency. The new restaurant came with a 4-lane drive-thru and huge interactive menu boards that offered customers faster ways to pay, either through the sign, by the window, or by pre-ordering via the McDonald's app, drastically reducing long wait times and overcrowding. The restaurant being drive-through and pick-up only is also by design. Having no seating areas and keeping their location small and compact means McDonald's will be able to track how a simple kitchen with few staff can perform against their traditional cluttered kitchen setting. Ultimately, McDonald's can test out how few employees they can leave to operate a store. McDonald's CEO Chris Kempczinski revealed that using Google's AI technology to monitor customer traffic, the company can collect data on every transaction done in the restaurant in a day and predict how other business days could go. This way, when aliens roam the earth in the far future, McDonald's managers will be able to access store data remotely and find out exactly what needs to be done for maximum efficiency that day. Saying that because we all know if there's any restaurant to survive the alien uprising, it's McDonald's. McDonald's plans to aggressively expand CosMc's worldwide could also be because of their goal of increasing their presence in China. The company currently has 5,500 restaurants in the country, and by 2028, McDonald's aims to up that number to more than a staggering 10,000 stores. McDonald's believes the market in China is hotter than a bag of fries due to a predicted increase in the country's GDP. Their analysts found that a higher household income means families are more likely to fork over cash for those chicken nuggies. So higher GDP equals higher chances of families getting McDonald's equals more of that cold green cash.